Aloha Behavioral Consultants was incorporated in January of 2004. Sean had the idea that he wanted to have a private practice when he was a fully licensed clinician, and that was a dream that we had talked about when we were living in Hawaii. Sean pondered and pondered and pondered as to what the name of this company was going to be. And Sean uses the ABC model, which is a cognitive behavioral model, and came up with the name Aloha Behavioral Consultants. How it was going to happen, we weren't quite sure. And when we moved to Utah in 1997, Sean, worked until he had his clinical hours done. So we bought this property in Harrisville in 2003, and we renovated it to the point where we could have a car dealership here and a little office and a little shed, where Sean could see patients and we could, do multi things here, as well as have our kids here because our kids were little. And so it really was a two-bay garage with lifts and grease and airlifts and you name it. It was a garage, and we stayed here for about 3 years. We decided that we wanted to move into Ogden, into an office downtown. We didn't actually turn it into a group or a practice where we saw a ton of patients until 2007 when we opened on 24th Street, at which time we had a couple of providers and we joined together and we had a front desk and we had a couple of offices and a couple of contracts and a couple of patients. We were open when there were patients to be seen and closed when there weren't, basically. The opportunity arose where we could remodel and gut the building out and convert it to office space, which is our first remodel project under Aloha Behavioral. So we gutted the garage. We no longer have lifts. We no longer have grease-stained pits. We put CMU walls up where the garage bay doors were. We changed doors to bathrooms and offices to therapy offices and garage space to more therapy offices. About 6 to 9 months into that, we realized we were outgrowing the 5 offices that we had, and we needed more. We realized that there was a bigger need for the services we were providing in the way we were providing those services. So we began drawing up plans for the building that we now have. It took us about a year to come up with the plans and to figure out what it was that we needed in this new part of the building, and it took us another year to build the building, which we have filled to capacity as it is right now, and I believe there's 13 offices in here that sees patients, as well as administrative offices and housing our full front office staff. We always ask ourselves, when is enough enough and when do we stop? But we see that there's a need, there's a bigger need than what this little building can provide. And this little building is 4,000 square feet and it helps a lot of people. And another 4,000 square foot building would help more people. And I'm not saying that we plan on building another building, but it's certainly something that we would consider if the right situation arises, and to be able to provide more services similar to what we currently do to more people in the area.